line of this our sannyasi is like kind of vacha, the dedicate kaya manasa vacha, dedicating life to the Lord. So that kind of sannyasi is not relevant. That's how it is. That's how it was written. Without seeking shelter of the Lord, with only seeing knowledge, seeking only knowledge.
It's like you know what, how we can answer easily.
Sannyas, like maybe the purpose in which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas is different from the purpose in which other people do. In general, sannyas is prohibited, but maybe the purpose for which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took is to propagate devotion service, which is not social, maybe appears there are some principles we can say. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, first of all, for us to understand, he took sannyas in their order because in order to gain acceptance from all over the people, because that time they only recognized authority. For example, if someone wants to take PhD, they will take from authorized university, then only they will be authorized. You are also born a student. Otherwise, they will not be recognized in order to propagate also. So similarly, just to be accepted as society, he took sannyas from that line. But his main purpose is to propagate devotion service. Like Vedamsta Astaya, Paratma Vishnu, that was he started chanting the Bhikshu Gita, that Avadhuta Brahman in Uddhava Gita, he says that I will dedicate my body, mind and words to the service of the Lord, by which I will cross over this world. So there is a mantra, the sannyas mantra they say, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said after taking sannyas. So the purpose for which is taken is bhakti only. So in that way it can be justified. एक एव चरेत् भिक्षु आत्मारामो अनपाश्रयः सर्वभूत सुरक्षान्तो नारायण परायणः.
The Shumyashi, completely satisfied in the sun, should live on alms, that from door to door, but be dependent on any person or any place. He should always be friendly, well-wisher to all living beings, and be a peaceful and aware devotee of Narayana. In this way, he should go from one place to another.
So there is an internal principle by which he has to travel. He should be completely kind of depending on the Lord only, Narayana Parashraya, and he is like a bhikshu, he is like a mendicant, asking for alms anywhere. And he should travel alone, eka eva charet bhikshu. And main principle is Atma Rama is completely satisfied himself from the soul only, not from the body. And he is not depending upon any other things in the past. Sarva Bhuta Suruj, and also he should be willing good for all others. Sarva Bhuta Suruj. So he is friendly well-wisher to all living beings. And Shanta, being peaceful. So there are qualifications or characteristics you can see. So many of the principles, like maybe these are all the Varnashrama principles. So currently we see some of them to be being followed, and some are difficult to like last class we have seen Manapastha. We should not shave, you should not. So generally, we think that cleanliness is emphasized, but if we see Vanaprastha duties, the rule is like you should not take bath. Whatever you should like, sometimes you should not cut your nails, hair. So how to understand it is like little difficult currently in practice. But these are the principles which is given. So basically detaching oneself from the body, basically not identifying with the body. That's why those are maybe mentioned. Huh? There's you used to do, right? Because I think maybe the culture, like in movies we see all the munis and all jata, everything is there. So maybe they, because of that culture, they are able to follow that. Something. Maybe current age. Maybe in some cultures, some are following. But maybe the main point there is not worrying so much about the body. It's not considering body and continuously absorbing the person. Maybe that may be the main focus. So here, at least in inner principles, we can all appreciate. So how a sannyasi we should live. Basically, he is completely depending upon the Lord for everything. So that's what even Chaitanya we see, also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like he emphasized for inner sense that we should always depending upon the Lord. So that he emphasized. Don't worry about future. Lord will maintain. That should be the mentality of sannyasi. So that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu emphasized. Yeah, that is one of the, what do you say, flip side of the institutional thing. So we may take it for granted and we may compromise on depending upon the Lord. That forgetfulness may creep. That's why it is very necessary for us to remind again and again and also practice seriously. But even understand that everything is depending upon the Lord. So otherwise we will be carried away. So therefore one should be careful. That is always the danger is there. So, because initially it is also like something like a, we say that the concept, I think Prabhupada also explains better that Grohamedi, Matamedi kind of concept. Right? Living in the Mata ashrams, but not taking seriously, then that will become like a Matamedi, just like Grohamedi, Mahamedi. If we take it seriously, then we are actually realizing. Otherwise, that is also kind of contaminating the atmosphere if we don't take it seriously. These principles.
Krishna Maharaj was sharing that what kind of services you can do. So he was categorizing some services are necessary, some services we like to do, and some services we should do where we have to depend on God. For example, we have to depend on God. For example, book distribution. I know most of book distribution that he must have to depend on God. Otherwise it will not work. So he was correct. going out future programs or where independence is required, that kind of services should be taken. In our school, there should be some point for this kind of
Services. Yesterday, Sanat Kumar was also telling one should be willing to take risks. So risk means which is like we are depending on the Lord basically. Risk means basically we don't know the answer result, but we are doing that steps and having faith that someone will protect, Lord will supply these things and doing it with the pleasure of the Lord. Some services which require depending on the Lord, so maybe the constantly to keep ourselves, maybe that is like depending on the Lord.
Another, we come to the background of working in corporates, having many people, and still continuing many with us. We have joined maybe from our parents, families, or so that even that part of dependency is an inspiration because the not working for 10 years, everything is now available in the world. And for purchase something, I don't have to depend on anything. I'm just getting things done on my own, taking it. So how should one feel that various principle of service is always there, but that the ashram, how should we do it? Because I think like earlier days, like seniors tickets they used to carry okay, soft copy of ticket, but they have to reimburse. But sometimes people, our generation, like my generation, okay, everything's there now. Okay. So how should it practically take care of this?
Okay, so very important discussion question. For brahmacharis or renunciants, it is
Like the other good to use example of stories like when you join, but only 75 rupees and we thought of having purchased shaving cream and something and purchase something and he just was like skipping and putting the everything. So this, but sometimes we see that people leave the ashram. How that depend when you come to the ashram, not having the material cap depending on the other resources which I have. Also in the ashram, depending on the what ashram provides in facility, it may be bare minimum facility, not just having the same mentality of what I have come to the learn for 10 years, live that lifestyle. Just okay, I want to just purchase some here, I will purchase, I want to suppose cook, I will purchase, I will get this, I will get then its own just own world we go on. We may some drink, okay, later I will reimburse. Okay, I paid from my pocket, later reimburse. So how that principle should be balanced also that with that habit. Because I find myself it's very difficult to without money, money always there. So there is no like before I had my job that time okay, still money is there only that have that okay, save the money. It's our hard money, but then the same comes to the institution also. The additional money and how should that balance? That I'm finding difficult to say. How to
so same like it is little difficult because ultimately the more we depend on the Lord, the more the Lord also reciprocates. And the principle that, and the more we think that our things can provide us, it's kind of we kind of maybe little bit the disconnection may come from the Lord. We are like more depending upon our security than the kind of thing. Radha also tells the story that his house is there and like his house is there, like he joined the ashram and I think some years also passed away. Then suddenly he got a letter that his brother wrote that anyway now you are kind of settled in ashram, now we understood. So I am just informing you, we are selling our house. I thought I should inform you. So I am informing you. So like that he wrote. Then he told, yeah, I am peaceful till that point, but as soon as I read that letter, somehow my peace got disturbed. Means somewhere within the heart that something is there which in emergency, which will protect me. That feeling is there, and that got revealed through that letter that he was mentioning. So, yeah, definitely it's not that. All of us also have that kind of feeling. We advance that our real shelter or the real protection is coming from Krishna rather than all the things that are besides us. Many times we experience that even we may think that one of my friends, in case of danger, my friends may protect, my relatives may protect. So these are all like our calculations that these will come and help me. So it's like more depending upon other beings rather than immediately seeing the connection with the Lord. So mainly the Renaissance order means this cultivation should be more. Lord is my protector. Lord is only my maintainer. Maybe then we are like kind of dependent. The more we deviate from that, the more our reciprocation with the Lord is not complete. So basically we have to consciously shift that consciousness and try to, as much as possible, like you try to depend upon the Lord only and see what Lord maintains, how is it required for really my thing, you can analyze and then depending and try to see that may help. Basically, we need to apply and follow the principle. Then only we will feel that touch. Sorry? Swanishthita and Parishtita. What is that?
This dependency of so many things is there. This all comes under Swanishtha Bhakti. When little bit we come out from this consciousness and with the help of Shastra and Sangha, we more depend on Krishna or Shri Krishna.
Whether with your question you will do this, Sanishta, Paramishta, and basically, Paramishta is more depending upon the Lord. So we have to basically practice. So one more principle is coming in the next verse. Pashyedapmani adho vishwam pare sadasado vyaye atmanam cha param brahma sarvatra sadasammaye.
The sannyasi should always try to see the supreme pervading everything and see everything, including this universe, resting on the supreme.
So this is also another principle. Seeing the presence of the Lord every day. The sannyasi traveling, he is seeing that Pashyed Atmani Adho Vishwam Pare Sadasado Vyaye. So all this entire universe is situated in the Lord. His Lord's hand is there everywhere, and everything is resting on the Supreme. So yeah, I think Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also the principle from Stavara Jangama Deki. For devotees also, wherever they see their Ishta Devata in that place. For bhaktas, because they always meditate on the Lord inside the consciousness, wherever they see things related to Krishna, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, seeing a hill, thinking it is God, and seeing any kind of water body, he thinks it is a Yamuna, completely absorbed there. Seeing everywhere. Yeah, basically, and also like how to like in general, this is like this consciousness also observing the Lord everywhere. Is also one of the important aspects we should cultivate. Seeing that whatever things that are happening in my life, understanding that the Lord's hand is there, Lord's permission is there, and seeing that Lord has permitted these things. And whenever we see one of the things that seeing all these as the part and parcels of the Lord, like all the living entities, Sarvabheta, Monomani, something like this. Like all the living entities, one should see they are also part and parcels of the Lord. And devotees, they consider worshipable. So basically, seeing everywhere the connection with the Lord, all the energies, everything is working because of the Lord's presence, and also all the living entities, everything, they are all part and parcels of the Lord. In this way, everything in this world is actually working under the direction of the Lord, and they are situated in the Lord. Lord is there everywhere. So in this way, observing the presence of the Lord everywhere, the principle one of the one principle. Sukti prabodaya sandha Atmano gatimatmatu Pashyam bandham ca moksham ca Maya matram navastitah.
During unconsciousness and consciousness, and between the two, he should try to understand the self and be fully situated in the self. In this way, he should realize that the conditional and liberated stages of life are only illusory and not actually factual. With such a higher understanding, he should see only the absolute truth pervading everything.
So, one who is conscious of soul, Atma Dhruv, one who is like always conscious of the soul instead of the body. So he is observing in all the states. Sukti means deep sleep, Prabodaya or waking state, or in between maybe dream state, or basically in all the states, in the dream sleep or waking or dream state, understanding the soul is kind of different from mind and body. So that awareness he will kind of maintain. And he understands that both bondage and liberation, both are illusory. So bondage is illusory, but liberation is also illusory. And there is no factual thing here, an absolute this way you should see. So this concept of bondage and liberation is illusory will also come. In 11th canto also it will come. So basically, we know bondage is illusory, but the Lord says that even liberation is also illusory. Liberation in the sense, just moksha, yeah. In that moksha, basically, Sayuja, basically, Maya has Vidya, Avidya, and Pradhana, the three aspects of Maya, right? Through Avidya, one gets bound. Through Vidya, one will get liberation. But Vidya is also another aspect of Maya. So, in that sense, liberation is also an illusion only. So, he has to come to his original position, kind of. That is like real kind of liberation. So, otherwise, Vidya and Avidya both are terms of Maya only. So, in that sense, moksha is also said to be illusory. It is created by the, maybe not illusory, maybe it is created by, it is also kind of Maya kind of. And when he is originally situated as a servant of the Lord, that may be the real liberation. So basically, understanding that Lord's energies are everywhere, but they are all the external energy. They are not real. The real thing is the which is beyond this Maya. So that understanding he has to cultivate. In this way, he internally cultivates all this knowledge. So sannyasi is about 3 modes. He is trying to realize. He is not yet. No, he is also practicing. Practicing it. He has to cultivate that knowledge. By that he will. Sannyasi is also another ashram. Paramahamsa stage is like out of sannyasi 4 categories, out of them also most realized. That person also maybe we cannot say is out of the universe. Basically all these practices they are practicing. Not yet. They are doing all this to cross these moves. Next. These are all the different internal thought processes they should cultivate. Navinande dhruvam nityam adhruvam vasya jeevitam kalam param pratiksheta bhutanam prabhavapyayam.
Since the material body is said to be vanquished, the duration of one's life is not fixed. Neither death nor life is to be praised. Rather, one should observe the eternal time from God, in which a living entity manifests himself and disappears.
So he should understand the impermanent nature of this world. So how is we should not fear even death, or we should not so much appreciate life also. There is definitely, Mrityu is definite as sure as death. So therefore we should not fear death also. And one should observe the nature of eternal time factor, by which everything is coming and going. So basically, sannyasi is always contemplating what is this nature of this world, how everything is coming, how everything is going, everything is getting disturbed. One day I also have to give up this body. So these are all his constant meditations. So he sees the world. Dr. Penry.
The living entities in the natural world, not only at the present but also in the past, have been involved in trying to solve the problem of birth and death. Some stress death the existence of everything material, whereas life trying to preserve it habitually and enjoy it to the best of their ability. Both of them are fools and rascals. It is advised that one observe the eternal time factor, which is the cause of natural world's appearance and disappearance, and that one observe the living activities entanglement in this time factor. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur therefore sings in the Gita-vali, Anad Dharma Phale, Kori Varvan Navo Jale, Kerivare Nadiki Upai. One should observe the activities of eternal time, which is the cause of birth and death. Therefore, before the creation of the present millennium, the living entities were under the influence of the time factor, and within the time factor, the natural world comes into existence and is again annihilated. Bhutta Bhutta Pradiyate. Being under the control of the time factor, the living entities appear and die, life after life. This time factor is the impersonal representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who gives the living entities conditioned by material nature a chance to emerge from the nature by surrendering to Him.
So basically, time factor, everything is being swept away, coming and going. Without constant observation, the living entity has to observe. I mean, have any of you read Journey Home? Maybe you might have read that other something. Like I think that many, sometimes I writes like when he was sitting on the bank of Ganges, you can have read. So many millions of ages passed, and Ganga is still flowing. So many kings have come, and they have gone. So many things happened in the history pages of history. So many things happened, but still Ganga is flowing perennially at the rates. So basically, what he was doing, he was meditating on this time factor. How so many things are coming and going. So you can see how observe what is real, what is unreal, what is permanent, what is impermanent. That's how they are meditating. So, and by that meditation, what is happening is that they are hearing something, seeing through shastras, shravana, mananam they are doing. Nididhyasana is strong contemplation, thoroughly analyzing. Then they are coming to that conclusion, and that once they come to that conclusion, that is very kind of fixed in their intelligence. So for us also, we are right now we are Shravanam, reading, trying to see what is there in the scriptures. Then we write exams, we can read Mananam, and then when we deeply contemplate, discuss from various angles how this world is temporary, then when it sinks to our heart, then that is like our liberation. Nididhyasana, and then praying, and then finally that will become our realization. So we have to deeply contemplate on these matters. That's what the sannyasi should contemplate again and again. So that is being mentioned here. So we should not Nabhinande Dhruvam Mrityam. Mrityam is Dhruva. So we should not appreciate life or death and see that Kala will, everything will come and go in the course of time.
There are substances inside. Only here and that kind of Shabda balancing that. Water realization is so complete.
You mentioned right, borrow realization, basically hearing. So by hearing, how much we are assimilating, that matters. So if it's not that if we can hear, and assimilation means what? That hearing itself, if it becomes conviction for you, then it became realization for you. But it still remains as a theoretical point for you. You heard, but conviction has not yet came. So that is not yet became a realization for you. So for that you have to contemplate on that point, meditate and analyze whether it is correct or wrong, experiment it, and then finally when that comes, really you believe, you kind of convinced that that is correct, then it became like a revelation. It is borrowed, but how much that is, because you will get convinced based on your past experience also. You are hearing and also correlating with your past experiences and then concluding and coming to conviction. That is also there, but it may not be so easy. Sometimes we simply hear what is there in the form, but conviction may not be there. So further, like many times we have like sense gratification is easy, but sometimes some gratification comes, we will not able to resist it because it's not yet synced into conviction level.
When you say that it is based on always the past experience, is it that Shabda always requires this understanding Shabda of the body? It requires always the past experience.
As an evidence, Shabda doesn't require past experience, but for you to realize that it depends on how much faith you are having on Shabda. We may not have complete faith on Shabda. Shabda itself is pure, but our faith on Shabda is not so much strong. So therefore, that Shabda, when it becomes realized, then it will become Guru. I think in Buddha Gita, I think 22nd chapter, 23rd verse, where Krishna says, there are 4 pramanas, right? Shabda, Indriya is basically see, Shabda, and Anumana, experience, Anumana, and Ahitika, history is there. Through all 4 ways, one should analyze and come to some conclusion, like in general. If you are convinced in all the levels, then you are like thoroughly convinced. So basically, Shabda internalized, it should be internalized. Shabda is true, but it should be true for ourselves. to realize ourselves that Shabda that is like maybe we are doing experiential knowledge something, but that may not be always required also. But once that experiential knowledge also gains, it adds to your faith, something like that. Next, some more instructions. न सच्छास्त्रेषु सज्जेत नोपजीवेत जीविकाम् वादवादंस्त्यजेत तर्कान् पक्षं कंचन संश्रयेत्.
Literature that is useless waste of time. In other words, literature without spiritual benefit should be rejected. One should not become a professional teacher as a means of earning one's livelihood, nor should one indulge in arguments and counter-arguments, nor should one take shelter of any cause or friendship.
So these are all like these are the different things that can come up. So in general, the sannyasi is like kind of not attached to these things. Na asat shastreshu, Prabhupada especially writes translation whatever if you see asat shastreshu, literature like newspapers, novels, dramas and fiction. Na asat shastreshu sajjeta. And nopajiveta jivikam, and also one should not become like a professional teacher as a means of earning one's livelihood based on these shastras. And unnecessarily arguments one should avoid. Tarkam, paksham, kamcha, na samshraya, any cause of action, kind of or controversial arguments or taking sides in an argument, something, all those things one should avoid. So, especially ordinary literature, mundane literature, one should avoid. So, asat shastreshu, material literature. Yesterday, some nice points Sanatkumar mentioned. Like he was mentioning that like people in general we may feel that we should aware what is happening in outside world, right? Like no elections are going on, whatever what will happen. So we may think that we should be aware. Okay, one can be aware, but how much time is it necessary to spend? So he was mentioning what is like if you really want to know, someone can explain you in 2-3 minutes. But if someone starts reading, researching, analyzing, discussing, so that is not the, this is not the place to do that. If you want to do, like I can follow like one of our devotee, he went into alone in a Prabhu, he went into this politics kind of doing something. So if one really wants to do, they can do that. But this is not the place like that he was kind of mentioning. One nice point he brought. The taste in reading scriptures or in general any spiritual activities that will go away if we engage our mind in other topics, Ashasastra, materialistic literature. Right? Brahmaji also says, Kukata Matikni. Kukata means other topics, Matikni kind of destroys our mind. Prajalpa kind of destroys our mind. So we have to we hear again and again, but we should be very careful not to fall into this trap, not wasting so much time in unnecessary activities. And main thing is one uses interest in scriptures. That is like, we remember right, another when is coming, he was telling that he first developed taste, then he started reading. Someone developed taste for reading Shastra, hearing, Bhakti, anything. Taste comes, then it will become easy and we will be able to do so many things. But the taste will come through spiritual practices, experiences. But if something destroying our taste, then we will not be able to open book also. Even though we may open book, after some time so many other things will come in and I have to do that, and then we'll keep aside book and do those things. Basically, lack of taste that will reflect in diverting. So that's how these Prajalpa and other topics that are making us not to enjoy the real taste of Bhakti. So we should be careful. Nasa Chaste Sajjaya. And also, there is also being the professional teacher is not like a livelihood. We should not see these teachings of scriptures as a means of livelihood. And arguments, he says that of course there is someone is preaching and there is some need for argument he can do. But as much as possible, one should avoid an argumentative attitude. It's not like we should not be always be confronting with everyone, argumentative. So that attitude will kind of make us our bhakti only weakens. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how did he preach to Prakashananda Saraswati and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya? Kind of exhibited humility, right? Initially, it's not. He argued, but that argument is not like shouting or anything. It's like first, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya 7 days continuous without saying anything. Prakashananda Saraswati went there, washed his feet, and sat there only. So, and he was a kind of, I am kind of representing that I am a low sannyasi, you are a high sannyasi, therefore I should sit here. So that kind of humility is exhibited. So that kind of melted the heart of Prakashananda Saraswati. Then when he presented his arguments, that kind of changed their heart. So basically the argumentative attitude is that's why we see the first time of Jiva Goswami, Guru Goswami 2 times. So, but it's not that one should only logically present argument. These things are there when it is needed. But that attitude of argument may hamper our realizations. So that's why it's next. Nasishananubhadrita Grantanamevabhyasedvahu Navyakhyam Payunjita Narambhavam Arabhet Kachit.
The Sannyasi was not present allurements of material benefits to gather many disciples, nor should he unnecessarily read many books or give discourses as a means of livelihood. He must never attempt to increase material opulences unnecessarily.
So the mentality of the people who doesn't have, that's what we are saying. In order that I will increase my disciples, this will increase my fame. So in that mode, if one is doing, that is like an obstacle. So that mode is not encouraged. So therefore, Nasishan Anubhadrita. But here, devotee side, why do spiritual masters accept many disciples? To propagate. they do on behalf of the parampara and to increase the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there. It's not the personal I will increase more disciples. That attitude is not there. That's how the spiritual masters give more initiations. Granda Naivabhyase Bahu. Also many unnecessary literatures. So even in scriptures also, like one should not read so many of other like karma kandi or jnana kandi. But in bhakti scriptures, it's not restricted. One can read as many literature related to bhakti. So basically, but the mood is always emphasized. It's not that to make oneself as a great scholar or not to increase the pride. So in that, if that is the mood, then that's not the that is not encouraged. The mood is that I will develop more devotion. So I should really. So in that sense, it is encouraged. You should always understand all these things. Mood is important basically for all the things that we are studying. So, if you read Mahabharata, we should know first of all, we should know the essence. Generally, maybe first understand devotional scriptures, then maybe like Mahabharata and other things will come. But if you read Mahabharata, we should understand the essence. The devotional principles. Devotion is there in Mahabharata also, Gita and even in other sections also present. But it is kind of less compared to other topics. So basically you can see how much content is there, and based on your need you can decide whether you read or not. But it's like more dharma as Vyasdeva wrote, Narmani came and told, more dharma the kama than bhakti. But definitely Mahabharata has bhakti element also. The Gita, Bhagavad Gita. It is also like in general, if we read Valmiki Ramayana, it appears like normal dharmic book. It becomes more vegetable kind. Is there, but only with the help. But I think in general, but if we, without the help of devotees, it appears like normal dharmic scripture. Yes, already discussed. For two purposes, the Lord, for teaching dharma also and teaching bhaktas also. He performed acts for both of them. So based on the mood by which one they want to take, they can take those lessons.
Except they respond to the situation you see. The Maharaj are having in thousands of times the Gopal Krishna, Gopal Krishna, are a picture of the land. We But does it still fall in the category of Shastri leadership?
I think somewhere in even devotional scriptures also little bit mention this kind of thing. One should not unnecessarily increase their disciples like that. So there also, Acharya's commentary is that there also the mood is emphasized. If someone is giving, especially he was pointing out that ninth offense is, someone is giving diksha to someone thinking that my disciples will increase, that becomes the ninth offense. What is the ninth offense? To instruct a faithless person of the glories of the Lord. He is not qualified, but if I give initiation to him, my count of disciples will increase. So that is the kind of ninth offense. If that is the mood, that is like an offense. But the mood with which Prabhupada and all our gurus they are giving is that unless people come into our movement will not spread into all the corners. So with that, someone is
Then Acharya, he had the power to infer the processes mentioned in the Shastras for the favor of propagating Krishna consciousness.
even not only Prabhupada, previous acharyas like Vishnu Thakur, Jiva Goswami, when they wrote commentaries to that, they suggested these things. Some things Prabhupada he implemented, some things they are there already by previous acharyas.
But yes, otherwise Mahaprabhu's prediction that my name will be spread all over the world will not happen. If the disciple group is not enlarged, right? It's not bigger in size, it cannot happen. But what population if you look at it and what Krishna's ISKCON or the altogether the atheistic group is concerned, it's very hardly 1%. So to prove the Mahaprabhu's words, I think it will increase 10 times of this percentage. It happens. It won't come to that billion scale. Right? So what we are looking at itself is a big picture which is absurd to us, practically with our tiny brain. It's going to be much more bigger than presently what we are.
Guru can accept many disciples, but the one condition is Guru should not increase my property. So with the clause of my property, Guru says this is my property, disciples, then it is not the right. Another approach for it. Okay.
That boundary condition applies because see, right now even the Brahman initiation here, one Mataji from Radha Govind Maharaj initiated devotee not to take Diksha from our Guru Maharaj. Then that was summarily rejected, stating that we cannot give initiation until the Maharaj is there functioning and preaching. So we cannot give the Diksha to them unless they won't get the letter from Maharaj that this disciple can take Diksha from other Maharaj, from another, something like that. That is the format, KBCS, center, groups and everything. So this boundary condition does exist everywhere. It's a good also, it's equally acceptable.
That is because to avoid one more Guru Avajna kind of
Correct. Or renouncing the Guru.
Yeah, third offense.
So that should not be rules and regulations are given. So that is very valid point. One should not be entertained for moving groups. One should not be entertained.
So one should read according to one's adhikar. There is one nice book written by Shivaram Maharaj, Shuddha Bhakti Chintamani. So in that he writes that Shravanam or reading should be based on our adhikar. So based on our qualification, one can read what we want. So in general, for ISKCON devotees, first of all, one should get thorough with proper books, all proper books. Then slowly you can go to other books. And in other books also, as you mentioned, there are some more basic books. So some require qualifications, which based on qualification only one can read. So basically, one's hearing should be based on one's level of bhakti. So never you have to take personal guidance. So in general, for all this communities, first they should be familiar with proper books, basic all the books and all. Then slowly they can learn next books. Yes.
When we are teaching outside, so sometimes we have questions from any other scriptures like Mahabharata and other scriptures also. So if we are not at least slightly basic available with these scriptures, then how can we answer that? And if we can answer this, then the pastor cannot to take on us that these questions are right line of us. So how we should see this and how we should
So basically, Mahabharata and Ramayana, it's not that one cannot, one should not read. So basically, first understand our core principles, devotionality. So then for the preaching purpose and any other service purpose, we can do.
And one of the questions sometimes comes in my mind, sometimes other philosophies, if we don't know the basics of this philosophy, how can we understand the reality when we are questioning something? Our thing is okay, fine, we are trained on it, but sometimes we don't know the basics, what they are talking about.
So if your service, it depends on basically in general, if you are preaching to normal people, we may not require so much in depth to understand all those things. But if you are specifically targeting their philosophy, I will go there, then it will be, you may require that. Otherwise, in general, normal people, we may not require so much depth of understanding all other philosophies. In fact, if you know our philosophy thoroughly, you can very nicely present. Prabhupada in the first purport of Bhagavatam only writes, if one thoroughly reads Bhagavatam, he can convince people to take to devotional service. So sometimes it may come into our mind that in order to answer them or reach them, I may need to read all those things. So sometimes we need to understand where our mind is kind of taking us. Is it like, is that thought is diverting me from reading my scriptures? How much time we are spending for reading other scriptures and our core scriptures? So if that thought occupies, or one person is asking this question, I have to answer it. I have to answer it, I have to read all these things which is not related to our thing. So then we are kind of getting diverted from our main path. But genuinely some place where you are preaching or assigned to preach, there is requirement there in order to understand certain things to preach. You may put some effort. Basically, we should not get carried away by some sporadic things that happens in our life, or some questions that will come, or some. So we should be careful not to deviate ourselves from main process. Otherwise, we lose testing authority and we may involve in dry arguments. That is the main purpose is why arguments are not allowed. It's like art will become dry. Dry logic, what is the English word? But for your purpose, someone is arguing with these things. You can hear, like if you have time, you can spend some time doing research on that particular topic. You can hear. Or once you read basic philosophies, you understood nicely the otherwise, I read Mahabharata. In my childhood, I read Mahabharata 2-3 times. Very big. It's like very interesting, basically. Lot of fights and all. So much. So many other subjects are there, which attracts material man. And also some bhakti activities also there. Nutrition is there. So but if I read now, like devotion content is very less. You may get bored. So many other things are there.
The persons who make arguments of Buddhist scriptures and other scriptures, they usually both take the scriptures. Even if we get the conclusion that we don't take, even if we conclude from Vedas or something else, we will show that these are right process and in this way asserting all the scriptures. Ultimately, they will not take. So, correct the avoid most of the cases. I have seen some of the people they are arguing about this Vedas is this kind of this. But when you look to them, they are not.
So basically we can present in a gentle way, whatever we can present. It's up to them whether to take up. So for that we should not, in order to convince one person, we should not divert all our attention to research them. You can, one particular topic, if you want, you can do research, but not like deviating completely. So basically, our heart should not become tired. So that should be.
Speaking about the great scriptures of the answer, then current Western also writing so many books. We always emphasize that we focus on the Prabhupada books. What Prabhupada wrote is based on the what Acharya has and what current devotees are writing is based on the Prabhupada. So we discourage the reading or research based on the Adhikara which we read the other Acharyas of previous. Current Acharyas really sometimes we are seeing how this flood of the books are doing. Okay, this topic. If you go to the gift shop of any Isman temple, will able to search very properly. Really, it will be some calm. Any gift, in upper works, any other I see, it is very difficult to find where is the Prabhupada book, where is the Gita to find out. But other self-help books are so many available. So in that way, we are encouraging people to read this, and this will help. Some are really the motivational books where there is a indirect bhakti principle is mentioned. Some are like direct bhakti principle is mentioned. But so much of blood is there. Prabhupada encourages devotees to write the books. And so how should it? We are writing is not just for the sake of writing, right? Devotees are not writing just for the sake of writing. Okay, I have written the book and I get it in my lava. It is getting published. Getting published means we are giving access to the people also. And then we see that we are encouraging to read the books. But the blood, we are showing the whole base which is language of Prabhupada, which may be sometimes people find difficult to read. And whatever would be due to our mind, that habitually do the mind. That okay, I will so easy content. So how should we say this? One say Prabhupada also encouraged but write the books. Parampara has written the books continues. But again, this aspect of how we should see.
There is more to contemplate. So yeah. It's not which at the current stage we may not be able to read or understand. So it's not that don't read about Adhikar means don't read previous article. That's not the meaning first of all. First of all, Upadeshamrita we are reading. Bhakti Rasam means into first 19 chapters we are reading. That means we are reading higher other Acharya's books only, right? And BCT, all these reports we are reading. There are books of Acharyas only we are reading. But in that also there are categories. Some books are like which more basic, which we may not be able to, based on our present qualification, we are able to relish or understand. So those are said to be that's one thing. So not that other Acharya books are not encouraged. So they are also encouraged. So that is one thing. And the other point you are mentioning that the contemporary things. So contemporary books also we can see that the more their books are in line with proper books, those can be, we can say they are expansion of proper books only. We can say pretty good. Like some books are like explanations of some of the purpose of Prabhupada, or some angles like that. So some are extracted from Prabhupada books. Some are there like that. All the related to Bhagavatam, they are like kind of this. Some others are supporting these books. But there are some other books are also there. So many other books that are also coming into
My question is basically, one side we say that they are not encouraging or they are not encouraged to read the Prabhupada books. On the other hand, we are getting so much of access to other things which looks new, something new, title new. So actually people get attracted to these things. Right? So then access is given, so much of access, blood is given. Then we are on the right, we say we are not. Then we again say, okay, those who are attached, they will fight something. But
okay, anyway, this is like
so how should we see that?
basically some things can be regulated, some things cannot be regulated. But in general, Chandrapoli Maharaj, he gave one principle. Yeah? So many things, he was also asked the same question that so many new books are also coming. He told, I keep my reading time of Prabhupada books more, and then for some other time, some small time, I prefer other books also. So like this priority will be given to Prabhupada books, and then these other books are given less. But in general, access is given for new books. So that is in one sense, it may be a problem also. sometime that issue will be break. One of the way line. 3 o'clock we have a class. If you take break, then we have to end by some break. What do you suggest?
Break 2 minutes.
1:15 that should be what? Okay, we will go till 1:15. 3 o'clock we have lecture. So we will come 12:25, we do that.
Yeah,